You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Why you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't good.
We're not talking about any integrity in
We
this
are
room.
trying to exploit a generation.
Ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy.
You guys played footsie under the table.
Yes, but that's irrelevant. I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No, there's vampires everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 181. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-host,
Adam Ham.
and his crazy fan, Fanny.
Don't
You hear that rattling in the background? That's Adam's terrible ceiling fan.
Oh, it's great.
That's gonna... I think I said this... I don't even know if I said this on the podcast. This may have been when we were hanging out. But that thing is going to explode. Just goes like... It's like a... Like, you know when they see those, like, washing machines? You know, that like, have the... Like, they put a weight on one of the, like, rotors and it just goes, like, crazy. Remember they... What was that weird dance craze that was, like, a hot minute, like, a while ago? Harlem Shake.
Oh, yeah.
They had, like, the Harlem Shake washing machine. Where it just kind of gets off axis and just... Yeah, that those noises. That's right.
I don't think it'll explode. The worst thing that I think will happen is the glass globe might just kind of fall off or be thrown off in a direction, maybe.
Right onto you.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you know.
Them's the
Shattering. Spinning forever. All right. Adam, how's been your week?
It's been a good week. Yeah,
Did we record last week at all?
No, because you were in Chicago, I think.
Oh, that's right. I can talk about my Shy City trip.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you just reminded me.
I'm good at that. I'm good
I
at
went to Chicago. On a Chicago trip to the Shed Aquarium. This is for Lauren's birthday. Stayed in a nice hotel downtown. And then Sunday morning, we went to the Art Institute of Chicago.
Sounds lovely.
Mm-hmm. The Art Institute's pretty awesome.
I've been there. Well, definitely been to one of the museums there. I've been to a couple of them, actually. I've been to... they have like an aeronautics museum, right? Of some
Kind of. They have the Field Museum and they have the
Yeah.
Science and Industry Museum, which has a lot of like technology
sure-
and stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been through the Science and Industry Museum.
Yeah, I've been to there plenty of times.
And I think I've been to the aquarium once.
The aquarium's awesome. They have a dolphin show. We went to the dolphin show.
I don't remember seeing that. So.
Coolest thing we saw there,
Yeah.
one of the dolphins had a baby, so there was a baby dolphin.
Aww.
That was pretty awesome.
That sounds pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
just watch it swimming around with this little tiny dolphin, like chasing it around, the mom. That was really cool. So that was neat. Saw beluga whales, a seal, or not seal, sorry, they don't have seals. They have a sea lion there, a blind sea lion.
Wow.
Someone shot it in the face,
Ooh.
and they rescued it. And
That's
so it
good.
was blind, but it was a baby. Someone shot a baby sea lion in the face.
Yeah.
Who does that?
I don't know. Unless you're planning on eating it, I don't
Yeah,
know why you do that.
come on, man. Seriously.
Also, are seals like? Is there anything about them that is worth money or something? Or
No, not a baby sea lion. Well, the fact that it wasn't even like... It was just left there.
yeah,
Like, it
that's
wasn't,
true.
like, taken. The rescue people found a baby sea lion that was blind.
Yeah, that's messed
Like,
up.
alright. That's actually a good story, though, because, I mean, now it is at the aquarium where they taught it to perform tricks and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, it can do tricks, and it follows, like, a jingly ball thing that they shake, and it runs around. It's actually pretty cool. Very easily trained. Sea lions are. Yeah, so that was really cool. The aquarium was crazy. It was Saturday, so it was packed to the rafters there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't too bad. Yeah, we hot tip here if you're gonna go to the Shed Aquarium, buy tickets online.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, buy them online ahead of time because there was a line of probably like 50 or 60 people, or maybe even 100 people out the door. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I got up to the line and like I talked to one of the people and I was like, "Oh, we got these tickets online." They're like, "Oh yeah, just go in." I literally waited no time in line. Handed our tickets. They're like, "All right, here's your wristband. All right, go in." And
That's
just
great.
immediately saw everything. I touched a stingray.
Yeah.
They have a stingray touch pool. They're swimming around. You put your hand in there, and they swim up to your hand, and they're kind of slimy. There's a big giant one too. It was scaly feeling. And I felt a bunch of sturgeons. They had lake sturgeons. You could stick your hand in and touch. That was
That's
crazy.
cool.
Yeah, all sorts of interactive stuff. They had a really awesome like coral reef, wild reef exhibit that's just got lots of like live coral and like a gigantic aquarium with like sharks and stuff that you're just swimming around in there and you can see. I mean, that's incredible. I'm just talking about it now makes me want to go back and see it again.
Yeah.
So that was really neat. Chicago is an interesting city. It's not too bad to get in and out of driving around. We walked from the hotel to Shed. It was pretty nice because a lot of parks along the lake, especially near Shed Aquarium. It's just parks the whole way. So walk-in isn't too bad.
Chicago's an awesome city.
It is an awesome city. I like it a lot. The trip was great. It's an expensive city.
Yeah. That's
I ate at a very expensive restaurant that was in the hotel. I want you to guess what my dinner bill for two was with drinks and tip.
I'm guessing 45-50 range.
For both of us.
That's what I'm guessing.
Clearly, you do not go out, Adam Ham. Really?
$20 a person? That
Yeah.
seems
Let's see.
reasonable.
With drinks and tip, it was $190.
Holy shit! What did you drink?
Wine. I had glasses of wine.
Okay.
Two $12 glasses of wine, Adam.
$12 glasses?
Yeah.
Jeez.
This was a fancy restaurant.
Okay.
Like a fancy pants
So
chef
not fancy
restaurant.
like Outhouse. Or not Outhouse.
Outhouse. Wait a minute, Adam. Where are you eating?
I was the Outback.
I think Outback and Outhouse are one and the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Not like a chain steak joint, like a really nice place.
Yeah, you got to get those chain steaks.
Yeah, chain steak.
No, I know. I like how Adam, your food.
I'm a poor man.
You're
Okay.
well, not even poor, man. It's the fact that you don't even you just eat at chains. You know what I mean? You're like you're always talking about how you love to go to like Olive Garden and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have like a fancy local restaurant though. Yeah, you do though. You told me about some local restaurants you go to though that you like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There are a
non-chain
few
places.
Yeah.
I guess the thing about chain places though, Adam, is that you know what you're getting. There's like a base level of quality.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the price to quality ratio is usually pretty good.
Yeah.
Can't really mess that up.
Like the nicest thing I think we have around here is probably like a. Well, there probably are nicer ones, but like a Biaggi's or something like that. Like that's about as good as it gets.
Well, and then we got the prefix menu,
Yeah.
which was prefix at these fancy restaurants is just a fixed price menu where it's 3 courses usually.
Yeah.
So it was a salad that was good, like a fancy salad. There was a fancy steak. It was a steak dish. It was like incredible. It had like kale, but it was like charred. I don't know. It was really good. It was really crunchy. And there was carrot cake for dessert that was delicious. It was like 30 layers, and with cream cheese frosting between each layer. It was decadent as all hell. But per person, that was $54. So that's $108 just for the food.
Wow.
And then, but I expected to spend around $150. This place was a little bit more expensive than I was thinking. 180 with tip was a lot, though. But I mean, when the bill's $150, the tip's got to be like $20-$30. I mean, like,
yeah, totally.
I wanted to tip well. Like, I don't want to look like a dick. But anyway,
I don't think I've ever had occasion to eat out that well.
That was the most expensive meal I've ever purchased.
Yeah.
By far. Like, I go to fancier restaurants. Like, I've gone to fancier restaurants in the Madison area. Like, there's a really awesome Cajun place in Middleton called Louisiana's. And, I mean, I'll drop like $100 there for 2 people. With tip and everything. Like, each meal's going to be, you get an appetizer for like $15, $16 to split. And then, 2 $25 entrees, that's $75. Throw in a couple drinks, like $80 or $90, and then the tip is, like $10 to $15, so it's like $100. That's a lot, but that's like
how much you'd pay in a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, I think.
Well, yeah,
like he's always
but
like.
These are super fancy though. These are like that.
Yeah.
These have chefs. Like this restaurant had not Michelin stars or anything, but like accolades, local food critics writing about it. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. That's cool. That was really fun. We stayed in the Palmer House Hilton, which is a super old hotel. The Palmer House. It has a gorgeous interior that was. They said that, like, one of their selling points was this interior was originally painted blah 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 and touched up by the same guy who touched up what's it called, the Michelangelo's thing in the
Sistine Chapel.
Sistine Chapel, yeah. Same guy who did the reconstruction on that reconstructed this thing, because like the whole ceiling is all like a giant painting. It was built, I think, at the turn of the century, I guess, this hotel. So it's super fancy inside. It's really cool. But it is old, but it is neat. I did an interesting thing.
Yeah.
There was we wanted sodas, right? Because we're in the hotel room at night after dinner, hanging out. Like, what are we gonna have? You gotta have ice.
Yeah.
Always gotta have ice. And then you got the cups with ice, and you go down to the vending machine, get like a soda, like a Sprite, pour it in, drink a soda. You're on vacation. Adam, do you want guess how much the Sprite 20-ounce cost in the vending machine?
It's probably like $3.
Yeah, it was $2.50, right?
Uh-huh.
But I didn't have any cash. I had a $5, but it would not accept a $5, even though it was going to take half of my money for the $5.
Right.
I was like, all right, fine. They had these vending machines, Adam, had credit card swipes.
Really?
Yes. So I swiped my credit card, right? You want to know how much it charged me? $1 for the credit card swipe. So those. It did not say anywhere it was going to be charging me $1 for the credit card swipe. So $7 was spent on 2 20-ounce sodas, Adam.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, it's vacation, man. That's where they get you. But yeah, that was really fun. Went to the Art Institute. The Art Institute of Chicago, Adam? You ever been there?
I think I've been there too. Yeah, I went to like an art museum type place.
There's some really famous paintings there.
Yeah.
The George Seurat, I think Sunday in the Park was called. Yeah.
It's the one they show in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
The only problem with Ferris Bueller is that it is not in any way a representation of how you can look at that painting.
No, they have like all kinds of stuff around it. Yeah.
Well, it's not even that. There's just 800,000 million people.
Well, yeah. A
Sunday afternoon on the island of Le Grand.
Don't they also keep it in like one of those special cases where they?
No, definitely not. It's out. Nope, you can definitely look at it. So there's that one. There's a couple pretty famous Monet paintings. Some of the water lilies are there. There's a couple really famous. Who's the ear guy?
The ear guy. Oh, Van Gogh.
Yeah. There's a couple famous Van Goghs there.
Yeah. I like Van Gogh.
I do too. Adam,
I like impressionist stuff.
I don't want to like hate on people,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
But I'm gonna rant now.
Oh, okay.
All right, it had to happen.
Yeah.
Tourists, man, people suck.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, so. Okay, Adam. When you go to an art museum, don't fucking take pictures. Now that everyone has a cell phone,
Okay.
everyone is taking pictures of everything. And it's like, I watch people would just take picture of like a painting, right? Just move to the next one and take a picture. And it's like, when are you ever going to look at this fucking picture? Ever. There are people that would get in front of a painting and take a selfie in front of the painting.
Yeah.
It's like,
That makes more sense to me than the other one.
yeah, because at least you're in it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
right.
It's like, and I think we've lost all like concept of like, because of the way that Facebook and Twitter and all this exists now, is that everyone has to document absolutely everything, and like, you do not get out of a painting anything unless you're seeing it like face to face. You know what I mean?
much.
Because being able to like get up, so like in that Sunday on the island, Sunday afternoon in the island of Legrand, the Seurat painting, everyone is standing like 6 feet back away from the barrier taking photos of it. Just a giant pile of people. And I got up and walked in front of everyone and stood in front of the painting. So I'm like, I came here. I paid my $25 to get in here.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up close and look at the little fucking dots, which is the whole point of that painting. And Adam, you know what happened when I walked up front?
What?
Everybody else walked up to it. It
Yeah.
was like, why are we all standing back when you can, like, because the, like, 2 ways to appreciate art is standing back, taking the whole thing in, and getting up close and just looking at those brush strokes. I mean, because that's like, you're there, man. Like, fucking Seurat painted this in the 1800s, and you're looking at this fucking thing. It's art. It's living history. And you're up close, and it's awesome. Oh, my God. And so it just bothered me. So I was just like, I'm just going to stand in front of these people for, like, 30 or 40 seconds when I, inspect this and look at it. And like, oh, that's so cool. Look at how many fucking dots comprise up this amazing, like, piece of art. And, and then I just walked away. And I was like, all right, well, I saw that. Like, I'm not waiting for everyone else to take fucking photos of a painting you've seen 100 times. Like, and now, rather than looking at it, you're looking at it through your camera lens. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what bothers me. Is like, people aren't... Well, and the same thing kind of was going on at the aquarium. Like, there were endless people taking photos of aquariums, and none of those are going to look good, because you're shooting through glass,
Yeah.
which is already kind of a sketchy thing, and your phone isn't going to be able to capture anything other than... I tried to take a photo of the baby dolphin. Impossible. I was just like... Because this was, like, the one thing I was like, oh, this is special.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. and it wasn't, like, a tiny little tank. Because there's, like, people in front of these tiny little tanks, like, taking photos of all these. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, you came here to experience it, and you have all these memories that you can remember of the awesome things you saw. Because, like, a painting's never gonna, or a photo's never gonna, like, do that. But one of the funny, egregious things that I pointed out to Lauren was that in the Van Gogh section, there's a self-portrait of Van Gogh there. Mm-hmm. And he has quite a few self-portraits that he's done, and everyone's like crowding around this self-portrait, right? And I was like, that's really odd, because next to it, next to him is the Van Gogh's room. You know that famous painting of his room
Oh, yeah.
with the bed and the little table and everything. He painted 3 of those. One of them is in Chicago.
Right.
One of his hundreds of self-portraits is next to it, and everyone's taking photos in front of that. I'm like, that's not even the one with the ear cut off.
Yeah,
that's not
yeah.
even the famous one. That's just a random ass, one of his like 20 or so self-portraits that he drew.
Yeah.
And this like super famous painting of his room is right there, and no one was at it. So I just walked right up to it. I was like, what are you people? that's me being a snob though, because I know the rarity of that particular painting in comparison to the other one, but it was just like interesting that people flocked to that one.
Yeah.
But man, I've seen a lot of the most famous paintings, Adam.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you went to France, so...
It's not only that, Adam, is that I've kind of hit the trifecta of famous paintings.
Yeah?
The Chicago Institute of Art has a ton
Yeah.
of amazing paintings. Super famous ones. I went to the Louvre, which has a ton of famous paintings.
Mm-hmm.
The most, actually, probably. And then I went to England, the National Gallery, which has a ton of famous paintings. And there's a couple private collection hotels there. There's one that has like the Starry Night Monet and a bunch of the other ones, and I've seen the vase Van Gogh with the sunflowers painting. I've seen like all of these fucking famous paintings. It's like crazy. I haven't seen a few. I still need to go, I guess, to Spain and Italy to see the rest. I think there's a couple of the more famous Picasso paintings are in Spain, and Italy's got, of course, all of the Renaissance paints and the Sistine Chapel and all that stuff. Haven't seen that in person, but yeah, it's freaking crazy, man. But yeah, it's just so weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't get it. You know, I see people like I don't know. Like, you take a photo like when you're out on like in a park. You know, like taking a photo of like a nice landscape, but like taking a photo of like a painting that's gonna be there for the next 100 years, like that you could go see again. It's just weird. Like, what? I mean, if I want to look at it, I can just look online and look at a photo. Like, it's gonna be better than the photo I'm gonna take. And I don't know. It's just weird because I feel like it's a weird thing that I think that
it kind of is.
I understand the impulse, you know, because you're on vacation, you want to like have photos, but like also nobody looks at your vacation photos.
Yeah,
I know that like I guess there's some there's some ones that were not terrible, like people taking photos in front of like famous sculpture with like in front of with their kids and like, hey, here we are at this famous art museum. That's cool. Like that's one that you can think of, but like just taking your camera up to a painting and taking a picture is like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, I know that in England, they don't allow you to take photos at all in any of the museums, which I thought was weird, I guess, because a lot of times museums don't let you take photos at all because the whole point of the art museum is to go there to see the art.
Right.
You know, if you just take photos of it, it's like, I don't know. But anyway, that was really cool. There's some cool modern art exhibits. Some really cool sculptures. I really dig modern art as well. Just because it's so neat. And there's some pretty cool... what's his name? The drippy guy?
The what guy?
The drippy guy.
Drippy guy.
Why can't I think of any names? Because it's so fucking late.
I don't know about that.
Drippyman?
Actually, I think I might know what you're talking about.
Oh
man, I can't think of his name though. Salvador Dali?
But you know what I'm talking...
Salvador Dali?
Thank you, Salvador Dali. I don't know why that name was escaping
I am really
me.
pulling the deep cuts of artists out here.
You know all the artist cuts.
Apparently by your weird descriptions, yes. Melting.
Yeah,
when you say
you know what I'm
drippy,
talking about. He's
you
got
think
the drippy clocks.
It's melting, melting glass.
Yeah, the melting clocks. I don't think I've seen that painting. I don't know where that one is.
I don't know either.
But I've seen a couple of his other famous paintings. He has a few famous ones at Chicago.
Yeah.
A couple really terrifying ones.
Yeah.
Some of his art is terrifying.
Dali's is definitely...
I really do like it though because it's incredible. Like it's gorgeous. Like man,
a lot of like nightmare.
That man can paint. Yeah. There's a lot of Matisse paintings that are really cool. He did a lot of portraits. Yeah. There's
I was
a
thinking
couple
Monet,
famous
actually.
ones.
I was thinking Impressionist stuff. I like Monet.
No, he's more modern than Monet. Matisse was... And Henri Matisse, French, in the late 1800s, yeah. I'm trying to think of his more famous painting. Let's see which one of these I saw. Museum of Modern Art. Anyway, he's got quite a few famous ones. I don't know. Kandinsky. Wassily Kandinsky.
Not super familiar with him.
Oh, you'd recognize his style though.
Maybe.
Kind of Art Deco-y. Before that existed. I don't know how to describe his style, but he's a very famous modern artist as well. Kind of Picasso-y like era, crazy lines and shapes and colors. I don't know. I like him a lot too. But anyway, enough about my ridiculous art museum things. I'm way into art. I got into art in college.
Yeah.
So I took an art course. And just knowing a little bit really like makes you not just appreciate, but like know how to understand it. Because when you, like art really beyond just looking at, pretty pictures, and this is kind of the way that modern art is not just looking at the painting, but like understanding what their life was when they made this.
Yeah.
And like what was happening. And like, because you'll read the description next to the painting, and be like, oh, he took him 12 years to paint this painting. Mm-hmm. There was the super famous other painting there. American Gothic is there, so I saw that.
Oh, really?
I've seen all these before because I've been in this museum before. But Nighthawks is there too. That's the little Nighthawk diner painting. Yeah. You know that one?
Yep.
Tons of people at those. There's some really incredible stuff though. Yeah, I mean, you like see this painting. This guy's like, it took him 10 years to finish this painting. And you're like, wow, that's fucking crazy. Yeah. So, anyway, that was my art trip. That was my aquarium trip.
Cool.
So that was I cultured myself for this year. Now I feel like I want to go to some other famous art museums. I really do like it though. Like, it's one of those things that I used to be like really like art's like whatever, and modern art particularly is like it's garbage. But like I don't know, you like get into it and you watch it and you think like people will make fun of like modern art or like performance art or like room like you'll see jokes where people will make fun of like installations and stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, like that's funny. Then you like go to like a museum and you see one of those installations, and they're really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, because you think you're like, oh, it's easy to make fun of it, but like the really good artists like pull it off. Like you go there and you're like, this is really interesting. Like the way that like there was a really interesting exhibit there with a new media exhibit where it was just a person who had filmed the sunset through a screen door, and they're playing it on VHS. In an old like Sony TV, and it just looked so cool. Yeah. Because it's like this sunset through like a screen porch, like from like 1992 on like a TV. And it was like kind of preserving the format of the era, basically. Right. I don't know. It's just neat stuff like that, and it makes you think about all this stuff. I don't know. Really cool. I love art. I don't know. It's hard to articulate, but that's my life. Sticking to it. So that was fun. What did you do? Did you go to an art museum? Did you do anything exciting?
Not really. I am going to drive in the theater for the first time tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. Terrifying Renaissance babies as well. You saw the photos Lauren put up?
I did not, but I can imagine.
Have you seen the Tumblr blogs for these?
I have no. There's Tumblr blogs?
You just need to look up Tumblr terrifying Renaissance painting babies.
Okay.
Because people who painted Renaissance did not know how to paint babies.
Yeah.
They're ridiculous. They look like tiny men or like little horror monsters.
I think I've seen some of those ones with like little horror monsters.
Well, the reason why actually is really interesting of why that is.
Why is that?
Because men way back when, in like the 1500s, 1600s, when these paintings were done, never saw babies, basically.
Right.
You
'Cause all the
wouldn't
women
be
took care
around
of them.
babies.
Yeah.
And so you don't really know what babies look like.
So
Or
you try to draw them.
you try and draw babies to look like the Lord, Jesus, who is an adult man in all of his paintings.
Yeah.
So they all have weird adult faces
Yeah.
on tiny bodies. It's actually really funny. But yeah, there's amazing Tumblr blocks. I'll actually have to share some of the terrifying Renaissance babies photos that Lauren took. And you know what? People were missing out. Because the Renaissance section was empty in the museum, and there were some hilarious babies to look at. I will share Lauren's photos on the website, bornintheeighties.net.
Okay.
You can see those, and they're hilarious looking.
I have no doubt.
Yeah, so sorry, but I cut you off. Drive-in theater. Adam, I think I'm going to go to one next week.
Really?
Yeah, because there's one in Monroe that we used to go to all the time. And I think the double feature next week is Inside Out, which I've already seen, and Ant-Man, which I would see. I haven't seen, but I would see.
They were playing Avengers 2 and Ant-Man like last weekend, but due to stuff we couldn't go.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see Fantastic Four alone.
Oh.
Yeah,
I heard that someone described that movie as the Room of superhero movies.
yeah. See, I was really excited until like reviews started coming in, and they were
How
terrible.
are you excited?
I saw the trailer. The trailer was good.
I saw nothing about this movie. Like, it was
okay.
like,
The trailers. If you watch the trailers, it actually looks like it'd be good.
yeah.
But yeah, all the reviews that came in just say it's bad.
Buried it.
Yeah. So
I kind of wish I would have gone this week because the double feature was Minions and Pixels.
ooh.
I kind of want to see Pixels
Yeah.
just to see how bad it is.
But you want to see something decent as well.
Yeah, and Minions I bet is fun. I really liked
Yeah.
Despicable Me 1 and 2, so I'd probably watch that.
Yeah.
And it got decent reviews, if I remember. It got like 70-80%.
Right.
And then they also had a double feature of, I think, Rogue Nation.
Is that Mission Impossible?
Yeah, and then something else. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
Maybe Terminator Genisys,
Yeah.
which I guess I would see as well. You know, it's kind of like that.
I'm
But
curious.
maybe I'll see
I've heard this the best one since 2.
What? Terminator?
Yeah.
I mean, possibly. But I mean, like, 3 was okay, and 4 was garbage.
Yeah.
So it's not really that difficult. You know
Well,
what
yeah,
I mean?
but still. That's
I mean, it could be a bad movie and still be the best one since 2. So I don't know how much praise that is.
I think 3 was alright.
It was okay. It was pretty bad though, because if you remember, I believe 3 was PG-13.
I never really thought that was a big deal as everybody else
It
does.
is a big deal. I hate that, dude. There's rated R action movies. They're rated R for a reason because they're awesome.
I don't think a movie has to be rated R to be awesome. So.
It doesn't have to be, but an action movie doesn't have to be. But certain styles of action movie have to be.
I don't think they have to be.
Oh, they do though, because like fucking Terminator 2 would be a different movie if it wasn't PG-13. You wouldn't be terrified of T-1000 if he wasn't stabbing people through the chest in horrifically gory ways.
Except he doesn't. Like, he stabs him off
Did the
screen.
one time
He, like,
through
stabbed
the
him
mouth. He stabbed
off-
the guy through the neck.
But it happened off screen. They came back and showed it, but, like, it wasn't
Yeah,
like...
it was terrifying.
it was
I had
kinda-
nightmares as a child
Yeah.
of that. I saw that too young.
I saw that pretty young as well. I saw it when it was out new, and I was like...
A little young.
When did that come out? 92? No.
I don't know.
the first
I-
one came out in like 86 or something, I think.
Yeah, it was real old.
And then the second one I think came out in like 92, maybe 91. I think it was 92. But I saw it when I was like 8, so... Yeah, it almost gave me nightmares too. The red eyes, especially, because like my clock had like red numbers and stuff like that.
So you'd wake
dark.
up at night.
And that was kind of the thing. I would go to sleep like just staring at my clock, being like, "Oh my god, it's gonna come
What
alive."
are you?
My clock is a T1000, just waiting to transform and murder me. in my
That's
sleep.
right, dude. When you're a kid, though, that's like real.
I know.
Adam, I got I found a really cool thing, Adam.
Yeah.
I want to find out the movie that was playing, the #1 movie the day you were born,
Oh wow.
Adam. So
Yeah.
that's what, December
15th.
15th?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember 84. Mine is amazing, Adam.
Yeah.
Yours is... Oh, that's really good!
Yeah.
Oh my god. Beverly Hills Cop.
Nice.
That's a solid #1 movie when you were born.
It is. Yeah.
Uh-huh. This is, interesting. Yeah.
What's yours?
Mine is better, though.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Adam.
All the good movies came out in like, well, a lot of them came out in '84, but 86 was also a good year. '84 and '86 were great years for movies.
Let's see what my brother's movie was. 87. I was born on a Friday, too, so this movie was the movie that came out that day. Eric's just Throw Mama from the Train.
Ooh.
Danny
nice.
DeVito and, what's his name?
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, a bunch of people, actually. It was an ensemble movie. Adam, we got October 11th, Friday, October 11th, 1985. Adam, I'll tell you the star of my movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
This is Commando.
It is fucking Commando,
Oh
Adam.
god.
How fucking cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
That's like my favorite movie.
John Matrix.
John Matrix.
Yeah.
Little, what's her name, was kidnapped. Alyssa Milano, kidnapped. He has to save her.
That's definitely a good one.
Yeah, dude. I fucking love that. Like, that's perfect. That's like literally one of my top 10 favorite movies. Like, I've seen it like 50 times. It's classic. Some of the best Arnold lines of all of his movies.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you've never been to a drive-thru though?
I have never been to a drive-thru.
Wow. I've been many, many times.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I'm hoping for. So.
Well, like, what are you saying again?
Fantastic Four.
Just that? There's a double feature tomorrow night?
Not this one. No.
That's weird.
I think they do the double features on Fridays. But I couldn't go on this Friday or something. I don't know.
Okay. I think it's double features are on every night at the one I go to. Because, like, the whole idea is that you just stick around.
Yeah.
Because you'll buy more food.
Right.
And the movies at the drive-in are usually not first run, I guess. They're not, like... They don't open on the drive-thru. Like, I think they have, like, they're, like, a week or two behind, usually.
That sounds about right.
So like, I guess they're like, well, this is for the people that, you know, have seen it before or want to just go to the drive-in. I'm going to go next week, I think, some night when Lauren can go, because it's fucking fun. Because you just get to sit outside or you know, in a car. Like, what's your game plan, Adam?
I actually do not have one since I've never been to one. I'm going to follow the...
Are you just going to be sitting alone in your car, you and your brother?
No, because we're going with my mom and stepdad and like stepsister and
Okay.
aunt. So it's gonna be the whole crew. I'm just gonna follow their lead
Okay.
on how that goes.
Well,
One thing I was worried about is the Mini Cooper does not have the greatest field of view in the front.
are you going to... Wait, I thought you said you were going with a group, though. Like,
I am.
mean, you're
So
going
I'm
to be...
hoping I won't have to take it.
Oh, well, even if you do, it's not a big deal. I mean, like, what's wrong with the field of view?
It's small. Like the front windshield is small. Like I even have sometimes to duck down to see like.
You don't have to worry about that at drive-ins because they all have the way that the drive-ins work is that there's rows and they usually have a berm, so you angle your car up towards the
really? Okay.
screen. Yes, definitely.
That's cool.
And usually, I don't know, the one that I've gone to, it plays the audio through little speakers at each little stall.
I heard
Or
about
you
that,
can turn your radio station to a radio frequency and get the audio.
Okay.
Because I think the little boxes have like a radio transmitter, so you can hear it from that. So you can either sit outside in like a lawn chair or in your car. And it's just fun because you like, go to the little like lobby area, get some snacks, get some sodas.
Yeah.
You can sneak in stuff, but they're all are super strict about not doing that. So
More so than a normal one, or
well, yeah, the Monroe one. I was looking at the website, and there was a lot of text about not bringing in things because I mean you're literally just driving a car in. You know what I mean? And like the whole idea is that because it's like, dude, fucking buy the food here. Like the Monroe one, you know how much the tickets are per person?
no?
$7.
That's pretty good.
$7, 2 movies
Yeah.
per person. So like 2 people's $14, and it's like you can afford.
Is the
to
popcorn
spend,
like $10?
No, it's the same as like movie theaters.
Oh, okay.
So it's like you can afford to get the fucking $20 of popcorn and sodas.
Yeah.
Because it's cheap, all right? You're seeing 2 movies. Yeah, it's awesome, though. I remember, I have fond memories of drive-thru movies, so I hope you have a good time. You'll have to report back.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll hold you to it.
Yep.
Nah, man, now I want to see what's playing next week. They may do single features on weeknights. The problem is with it's the Skyview Drive-In in Monroe. The problem with the Skyview is that the website looks like it was built in 1998, so it's really hard to tell.
Yeah.
Gate opens Friday and Saturday at 7. Maybe we'll go next Friday. Next possible attractions: Minion, Spy, Vacation. I'd see all those. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. Like, it doesn't even matter like what movie you're seeing, because it's more than just like sitting in theater. It's kind of a event, walking around. Yeah, so I'm going to go to this, I think. Maybe next Friday or Saturday night. Sounds fun. Anyway, it looks like they do double features every Friday and Saturday at least, so I love this. And this place has been open since 1954. It's an
Damn.
ancient one, yeah. Yeah, they were a big deal, and now people don't do it. But I think that they've kind of had a bit of a comeback.
Yeah.
Because like going to movie theater has kind of dropped off, because people are more likely to just sit at home and watch a movie. But like, I think a drive-through is a unique experience that you can't do that at home. You can't sit outside and watch a movie,
Totally.
like where you can only do that at a drive-in, or at least new movies. You know what I mean? Although now I want to go like put a projector up and watch a movie in somebody's backyard. I did that at a party a while ago.
Yeah.
Somebody had like a party. I forget, it was like for their birthday or something. They had like a theme party, and it was pirate themed, and we watched Muppet Treasure Island outside on a projector.
Nice.
It was awesome. Like just sitting outside on lawn chairs, like near a bonfire, watching a movie outside.
Yeah.
So
Well, I remember at like the Baptist church back in Darlington, they had that projector they'd show up on like that corner of the church area that was all white, and they'd play movies and stuff like that.
yeah, that was awesome. That's always fun.
Youth groups. Yeah, it's cool. No doubt.
Yep.
If you can see something by projector, that's awesome.
Yes. I've always wanted to buy like a projector. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like one of those digital ones that you could just like put up on a wall of one of your rooms and
Yeah, watch something
like
on a
a
wall.
TV. Yeah,
I mean, how much does that cost?
lot.
There got to be like really cheap ones, right?
probably not good cheap ones.
Oh, that's fine. Like something I can hook up to my phone and watch YouTube videos on a wall on.
I don't know about that. I think
Oh,
most of them are
yeah.
a couple $100, right?
Cheapest projector. The Digital Galaxy Dreamland HDMI. $158.
Yeah,
That's a cheapin'.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to like spend a fucking
that-
ton of money.
Is that even like? Will that project in HD? Like
It says it's 1080.
1080? Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Let's see what the reviews are. Great projector, great price. Not bad for the price. Warnings about some of the inputs. Everyone says it's great for $150. You know, this is like kind of one of those things. Oh, it's just Chinese. This is not even from Amazon. It's just fulfilled by Amazon.
Oh.
Digital Galaxy Group, fulfilled by Amazon. So this is some Chinese fucking gray market electronics. But, you know, $150, if you're going to do like a fucking, like, let's watch a movie outside, like, kind of thing, like, that's probably enough, you know? You're not worried about cinema quality, you know, picture when you're fucking projecting on a tarp outside, you know?
I guess, yeah. It'd be nice though to have cinema quality.
I know, but I mean, like, that's going to be like $800.
Yeah.
The jump from 150 to 800 is quite a lot, so.
That's true.
But the reviews are pretty good for this, though, so it's
I
like,
think
you
one of
know.
my coworkers, one of my managers or former managers, he has like a setup, I think, in his like garage or something, where he has a really nice projector and projects against either side of the
Yeah, I
wall.
want to get a projector eventually.
Oh,
That's like
sure.
something I'd totally want to do at like a house is get video projector like on like a wall in a room to have like a cinema room
That'd definitely be nice, yeah.
because that is fucking badass. Yeah, there's a fuck ton on Amazon of like $100 projectors here,
Yeah.
which I'm sure are okay. I'd probably want to spend, like, you know, as much as you would buy a TV for on one. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I spent like $700-800 on my TV. Last TV.
Well, yeah, like right here, this Optoma, an Optoma HD 141X, full 3D, 1080p, 3000 lumen DLP. It's a DLP projector.
That's the
Same-
good shit. Yeah.
Same ones they use in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
With a HDMI port with like 2 HDMI ports with like crazy things, and it is not bad though. I mean, like, you know, $600.
Yeah.
It's got 5 stars basically ratings. So this is a tried and true good one.
There you go.
They can project 3D movies even. So
Nice.
that sounds awesome. You know,
Noise.
it sounds awesome. So that's how much you're gonna end up having to spend, you know, on a projector. $600. But that's pretty good though.
Yeah.
Oh, this is active 3D glasses. What?
No.
That doesn't
Screw
count.
that.
That does not count. Those are bullshit. Although, because I had a friend, right, Adam? I know you don't watch sports, right?
No, God.
But I had a friend that we'd watch football in his basement on Sundays, and he had a fucking projector, and it was an entire wall, and it was incredible. So, yeah, big, awesome. Sounds awesome. That's definitely a future plan to get some awesome projector shit going on. Because I mean, it can't be that expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's as much as a TV would be. The screens are probably not too bad price wise. Like, how much is a projector screen gonna set me back, Adam? Sell me on a projector screen, Adam.
I actually would not probably.
You
get
wouldn't
a
even
projector
know?
Screen. No, I mean, if you have a white wall, you don't even really need one.
Adam is racist. Check this out, Adam. Home Gear, 120-inch HD motorized 16:9 projector
Motorized,
screen
damn.
with remote. With
Yeah.
remote, $109.
That's pretty cheap.
Not bad at all. Yeah, and it has hooks so you can nail it to a wall.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
To go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to be a movieman.
A movieman.
A movieman. You know, I could charge $500 for some fucking popcorn. Anyway, that is my dream. So that's cool. I look forward to hearing what you have to say, and I feel like I'm gonna have to go sometime next week too. I'll have to check out what the old deal is, because I'm not gonna have internet next week. until the end of the week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you're moving, right? How's that going?
Yeah, so I'm moving right now. I'm still in my old place, but
Okay.
basically I've got a family coming up on Sunday the 16th with a truck to move the desk, the couch, the bed, the dresser, the table, like the big stuff. But pretty much everything else is moved. Like, I had an issue with this cord here, and I have already moved all that shit. I'm sitting here at my desk with, like, bare essentials here. So
are you finally going to just close out the goddamn charter account that was originally created in my name? And
that's correct. I selected to move my account to another place.
Oh, no.
And so I did that.
You selected move?
Yeah.
It'll still get my name then.
I wanted to move my service.
No, you don't. You wanna
Okay, no, but
cancel it.
check this out. So I did the move, right?
Yeah.
And they sent me an email. Okay, so I bought cable TV, Adam. They got me. I'm a staunch cable cutter, but they got me.
Yeah.
Because this deal was fucking insane.
Yeah, they will pull out deals out their ass.
This deal was too insane, Adam.
I know.
HD, the basic package, of course. Free DVR. So this is HD DVR box. 125 channels. Your basic expanded cable. Channels, digital channels, HD channels. 125. Okay, get this. $90 a month.
Okay.
With internet.
Okay.
The internet's $60 alone.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, $30 for TV with DVR, so I can actually just record the shit that I want to watch and just watch it later, which is what I would do anyway. I can get rid of Hulu at this point because I'll just record the shows I want to watch. You know what I mean? It's like,
You still have to kind of know when they're happening, though.
well, yeah, but I mean, also Charter has really good on demand as well, so you can just watch. Like, all the popular shows usually are on demand for like 2 or 3 weeks, so you can just watch them there too, without commercials too. It's amazing.
Suppose that's true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I'm going to try it because it's not that much. You can cancel anytime. There's no contract or anything. And you want to know what that price is set at? You can tell they're trying to get people to get cable because the $90 a month for cable and internet is for 36 months.
Holy shit!
3 years at that price, Adam.
3 years?
That's what they sold it to me as.
Oh my god!
That's the reason I jumped on it, because I was like, fucking 3 years at, fucking at $90 a month. Like, that's not bad. Like, that's like, split between two people, paying an extra like $10 a month, basically. $10-15 a month. Like, that's not really a huge difference.
No.
For having, live TV. So as a cable cutter, the biggest issue I have is live events. Like, I can't watch live sports. And I, unlike you, watch live sports.
Yeah.
So that's an issue. I'm like, well, I wish I could watch this. I'm going to have to go to a bar or go to someone else's house that has cable to watch it. But now I don't have to, so that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it's not a huge hassle. I'm sure it will be. Charter will make it terrible. But I did the thing to move it to that, and then it's like, all right, you're signing up for service now. Make sure to cancel your old service. I'm like, okay. I guess it isn't much of a move then.
Yeah.
As much as it is like cancel.
Right.
Because on this day you'll have new service, so I guess I'll call to cancel next week then.
Yeah.
My internet once we get moved out. So, whatever.
So hopefully the name changes, but I doubt it.
I'm sure it will. No, because I have to sign the subscriber agreement when they install it.
Oh,
so
okay.
It'll be my name,
I see.
so it'll be fine.
Cool.
Not a big deal. I don't really give a shit
Yeah.
if it didn't have, whatever. I just say I'm you when I call in. It works better that way.
I'm sure. I'm sure. It
I
does.
love it when I get calls too about like stuff. They're
Yeah.
like, Mr. Ham. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Even though my name is listed as head of household on the account, yours is still admin head of
I know.
household. So it's a step above mine. Whatever.
Don't you forget it.
There's no fucking way to get rid of your name!
I know.
It's ridiculous, even though my name is on the card that's paid it for the last, 3 years. or 2 years.
Yes, thank you for paying for my cable for the last...
I know, right?
3 years.
It's come on. They don't give a shit who pays,
No,
as
they
long as
don't.
the bill gets paid.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else is going on? Oh, the move is going to be fun. Oh, Adam, Computergate update.
Mm-hmm.
Cards in.
Oh, good.
Computer's done.
Great.
I'm going to have it Monday.
Oh, good.
They said they're stress testing it. What time did I want to come in to pick it up?
Uh-huh.
I said Monday, and they haven't replied. So that's their way, though.
Yeah, that is
Not
their
responding to my emails.
way. Yeah.
They've actually been pretty good as of late, but it's just come on. Did something go wrong, or are we all good to go? Can I please have my computer back? So hopefully the next time we record this show next week, I will have new internet, Friday morning, I'm getting it, and I will have a new, whatchamacallit?
Computer.
New computer to record on, so.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. That's, of course, if everything aligns, which is, always, possibly not likely. So, yeah, that's what I got coming up, Adam. Moving sucks.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be out of this fucking garbage pit, though. Dude.
It's not that bad.
It's fucking bad.
It's not great, but it's not bad.
It's fucking bad.
There's worse.
It's worse. I just, it's bad. Looking at our new place and how fucking nice it is.
Yeah.
It's, crazy. I mean, we're going to be paying $11.75.
Yeah.
Split two ways.
That's the thing, though. Springtree may have been, not the greatest, but...
And I saw... Do you recall when I went to do my laundry and there was a tattoo parlor going on?
I do remember that. I remember you saying that.
It isn't the people that run this place.
No.
It's the people that they let live here.
That sounds so elitist.
It isn't.
Oh, maybe a bit.
No, because you cannot have money and not be terrible.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You cannot have money and not do tattoos in a public area.
Yeah.
Why is that not being
Think
done
about it.
in
What's
your
really
apartment?
so bad about doing tattoos in the public area?
Because tattoos, A, should be done in an extremely clean environment, or else you'll get an infection. And doing it in a fucking shitty basement.
As long as the tools are clean, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess. You're right, Adam. You know everything about tattoos.
Totally.
Anyway. Not to mention my neighbors who have a fucking terrible dog.
Well, you can't, yeah.
Who's fucking yappy. And, dude, they just leave that dog there. And it's just yapping all the time. It's the fucking tiny dog like that, and it's one of those fucking pocket dogs. It's you can't leave those things alone because they can't understand how to be alone.
Yeah.
They just yell through the door at anyone that walks by, and it's so fucking loud because they obviously haven't trained it in any way, And of course, it poops all over the front yard, and they don't pick it up. It's just come on, man. You can be living in a cheap place and not act like a cheap person, but some people do. I mean, not to mention the hatchet attack that happened a year ago.
That was... yeah.
Adam! This is what this place has become, Adam.
Yeah.
You haven't been here for a while.
That's true. I don't know.
I don't know how you never noticed the fucking neighbors, man. The people that live to the left of me,
my house has
their
always
children
been noisy enough that,
are so fucking loud.
That has not been an issue.
They're just yelling outside. Literally just standing outside their door with 5 kids just yelling. And I'm right next to where we're all inside. And it's crazy. Obviously the parents aren't there. Because if the parent was there, they'd be shut the fuck up. And sometimes when they are there, I hear them yell at that. Like, get the fuck away from the door if you're going to be going crazy. Like, go out in the playground. You have an entire playground to yell in. Anyway. Yeah. So they were like, they also tried to sell us on like an upgrade. They're like, oh, you can get a remodel apartment in 6341 Maywood. Remember? We lived at that
where
one?
we used to live.
It was literally in the same building. But it was a 2-bedroom in that building. And they were like, it's a remodel. And I was like, oh, cool. And they're like, oh, yeah, it doesn't have an in-unit washer and dryer. So I was like, all right, you're going to charge me $100 more for no more amenities.
Yeah.
At just new tile. Like, yeah, fucking no. Are you kidding me? Like, over $900 to live here? No. The fucking parking lot is awful. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get
Parking lot's
spots.
terrible.
It's gotten better because they cracked down big time. They only let, like, I think each adult can only have one pass, and they, like, are actually, like, hardcore about it now. At least, not, like, big time, but...
I didn't have any problems when I visited. That was just for the weekend, so...
Exactly, and that's when it's less busy. But, like, when you come in a weeknight in the winter at, like, 10 o'clock, and it's, like, 4 degrees out, and you can't park in the parking lot, it's fucking awful. And you're like, why do I live here? And I have to walk in 4 degrees from a different parking lot.
Right.
You know, like, you know, not really that far, but when it's cold out and you're tired, it's awful. And you're like, so my new place, I park underneath the building, inside. It's, I'm moving on up, Adam.
To the east side?
To the east? No.
Oh,
I'm
thank God.
actually moving further west from where I am.
Yeah, the west side is definitely nicer, I think.
It is. Thank you. Some people like the east side. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
I don't know.
Bad
I guess
roads.
I've always lived on the west side, so...
Me too. I'm a west side guy. West side Madison. West side story.
West side...
Thank you, Adam.
Madison.
Yes, west side Madison.
Yep.
Anything else you have to talk about, Adam?
Let me see. Oh, I just want to say, I am really excited for Metal Gear Solid 5. I've been watching a lot of videos of people playing Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh. I'd like to watch those, but I haven't.
I played... It's got me really... I've been playing some Ground Zeroes as well.
Oh yeah, just getting through Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes?
Yeah, I've already finished the main story thing, but I'm kind of doing some of the side off stuff now and just kind of getting familiar with the controls again and all that. Yeah, I'm excited, man. It looks really good. I also saw... I wish I should have linked it, but there's a site with like a half-hour... It's not a demo, or not a walkthrough. It's like a demo of different mother base features for 5, like how you can like build out your base and the stuff that you can do, and it looks awesome. I can't wait. Looks very cool. Also, Fultoning everything seems amazing. You know what Fultoning is, right?
What?
Fultoning?
Fultoning?
The Fulton system? Fulton retrieval system?
Oh, yeah. That's shooting people with weird tags that gets them all taken up.
You don't shoot them with it. At least I don't think you do, but...
I do.
You slap a thing on them and like a helium balloon fills up and like starts raising them in the air, and then a plane comes up with like a hook attached to it and takes them away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just basically like a way to like gather resources, I think.
It's a way to like pick up and drop off, stuff in the field.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it's super cool. Also, I did not realize this, but I guess they have... there's like you can upgrade different things, and eventually you can upgrade the Fulton system to like a fucking wormhole. Like, you literally put the Fulton balloon on a person, it inflates, and directly above the balloon, like a wormhole opens up and it sucks them through that way. Because otherwise they can be like shot down. Like you can shoot the balloons and stop the Fultoning and stuff.
Weird.
You can get like a wormhole upgrade. That game looks so amazing. Those games are always like... they're just realistic enough to be like serious, but they have so much goddamn crazy shit in them that they play seriously. It's I love it. I love those games. I've played them, all the main series ones,
Yeah.
except for 4, which is kind of why I wanted to catch up on the story in 4. Although chronologically speaking, this one is further in the past. But yeah, I love those games. I played. Actually, I did not play the first one, I guess, either. I
Yeah.
played part of it on GameCube Twin Snakes when you had it. But
Yeah. I played through that version. I know a lot of people like talk about how they didn't like Twin Snakes because it was too like anime-y.
it's better.
It just not having played the original game.
Yeah.
It's like just the controls being basically like Metal Gear Solid 2's were.
Right.
It was like it's hard to go back to not having like much more third-person ability. You know what I mean?
Not having like a first-person shooting mode is terrible.
Oh, I know exactly. Like the ability to have that first-person shooting mode just to see around corners and stuff better, rather than just running headlong into people, which is what happens all the time in the first game. Like the first time you go into an area, you don't know where everyone is. Whereas when with the first-person shooting, or at least first-person targeting that you can do in Twin Snakes, the Metal Gear Solid GameCube version, you can actually like plan out. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I'm just gonna scope out this area, and this guy walks here, this guy walks here, and then you can plan it out rather than discovering it and dying and then reloading, which is kind of how the way the first game would work on the PlayStation. Which is a different way to play the game, but valid, but different.
Yeah.
Not in the way that I liked. So, Adam, anything else besides Metal Gear Solid 5?
No, I don't think so.
All right, Adam. Let's talk about the 5 best and 5 worst demons to get possessed by.
Oh, man.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm pumped.
All right, Adam.
Okay.
Worst demons to get possessed by. So this is the demonology, Christian mythology demons.
Sure.
Aquiel.
Okay.
Aquiel is a demon who presides over Sundays. Because he's a demon, he does everything he can to destroy and degrade the practice of keeping the Sabbath holy. That doesn't sound too bad, right?
Well, hasn't he already done that by having the man of Sunday? Like, isn't Sabbath Friday night to Saturday night?
Okay, sure. But consider what damage this demon can do if he was possessed by somebody in a position of power.
Yeah.
You talk about a senator or president, and he's like, hey, guess what? 7-day work week. That's right, Adam.
Ugh.
Let's get rid of that holy day
That's terrible.
on the calendar. That's right. We don't want that.
Although, honestly, I don't think that's why people do that anymore.
No?
No.
Why people do what anymore? Oh.
To have a 5-day work week.
Well, it's just the basic... in some states it's law that you have to have a day off. In Wisconsin, it's law. Not anymore, but it was the law up until a few months ago.
Yeah, I'd say we have laws, I think, for, that kind of stuff.
I mean, there was a big kerfluffle about Wisconsin fighting the 5-day work week or whatever.
Yeah.
Because somebody proposed a thing. The proposal was that if an employee wanted to work 7 days in a row, they would have the right to do so. Which is different than saying, which means that your employer can't require you to work 7 days, but you can do that. But, of course, there's always places that are like, yeah, we're not going to require you, but if you don't come in on Sunday, we're going to fucking fire you. So, you know what? It's an optional day, but if you choose the option to not show up, that will look poorly. And that's
choose
bad.
the option to fire you.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like we are moving as a country into a much more stable
Yeah.
state, I guess.
For the
I
moment.
feel like there's much less unemployment and much more competition for jobs right now.
Yeah.
Like, much more competition to keep people at jobs. You know what I mean? Like, because I think there was a big lull period, and now places are hiring a lot of people again, and
Yeah.
it's competitive. So I just personally have noticed that it's been, at least at my job, we've gotten a lot more perks lately. Which I'm sure,
Incentivization to stay.
yes, exactly, literally. Like, this is, we want to keep you here, so here's some stuff.
Yeah.
Here's some bonuses. Here's some extra money. Like, all right, this is good. I'll stay. Yeah. All right, Adam. Surgat. Dude, I just want to say this. Demons are fucking awesome.
Okay.
Dude, demons and devils are so cool to read. I love reading about this, like,
Mythology, yeah, it's amazing.
Christian mythology, history.
Yeah, totally.
Adam, you know where Surgat was mentioned?
Oh, jeez,
In
no.
the Great Grimoire of Honorius.
Oh, wow.
Who was Honorius?
I had no idea.
Historians aren't sure, but they think he was Honor. I don't even know how to pronounce this. It's just honor. You know the word honor?
Yeah.
Honorius. Honorius.
Was he a pope?
3, who was the Pope
Yeah.
from 1216 to
Dude,
1227.
there was like totally like a demonologist pope guy.
That's
who was,
fucking...
like-
yeah, he wrote a fucking grimoire!
yeah.
That's amazing! He was like, I'm Pope. And now that I'm Pope, I'm gonna fucking tell you about all these sweet-ass demons
Yeah.
that exist because I'm the Pope. So what I say is law.
All right.
Alright. Yes, exactly. Honorius is famous among popes for deliberately doing ceremonies to summon demons.
Right,
So that he could
exactly.
banish them back to hell.
I remember that, yeah.
Apparently, he wanted to be ready to fight Satan at any time, and the demons were his sparring partners. Surgat, Adam,
Yeah.
was on the scary list because he can't be shaken. He's described in Honorius the Professional Demon Hunter's book with one sentence. Surgat is he who opens all locks.
Oh, shit.
You don't want Surgat around.
No.
You want to keep your food in a communal fridge. He's going to open that bag,
Oh, no.
even if it says John on the bag.
Damn.
Man, I've never worked at a job where that's been required.
Yeah.
Do you guys do that at your job? People bring food in? Well, you don't ever put anything in the fridge at work, but
No.
if you were to, would you have to put your name on it, or are people like
You
just
would
not
not
going to eat your
have
shit?
to, but you might want to.
But do you know if people do? Because there are no name tags anywhere in my fridge at work. People just put their shit in. You just eat
I think
your
some
shit.
people do. But not most.
Adam, I want to tell you an interesting fridge story I have. So I was an RA, right? And there was the last week of school, and I had to stay in the dorm until everyone moved out, right? On that
Yeah.
Friday. And so everyone moved out on that Friday, and then we were going to move out on Saturday morning.
Right.
So you want to know what I did Friday?
What?
I had the entire dorm to myself because I was the person who volunteered to be the last person to move out because I was living in a different on-campus apartment during the summer because I worked at the college in the summer.
Right.
So I was like, I'll just stay here. It's fine. And so I stayed there, Adam, and I just hung out in the lounge in my robe, hanging out in the lounge, watching cable TV, going through the freezer and eating all of the leftover food. Because people already had all moved out.
Yeah.
It's like, this is just garbage. And so there was, like, frozen pizzas, like, fucking corn dogs, like ice cream. It was amazing. I was just like, this is the spoils. I just have this, like, image of myself sitting in the lounge, wearing nothing but a robe, in this college dorm, eating pizzas from the freezer, like, in the dorm kitchen, making that, like, oh, that was a good day. That was a good night. It was fun. Anyway. Agorist, Adam. Agorist can be a woman or a man. This is number 3.
Handy.
Yeah, it is handy. If the demon is a man, the man is old and riding a crocodile.
It's fucking sweet.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Adam, if the demon is a woman, she's young and angelically beautiful.
Also pretty cool.
A surprising amount of demons are teachers, Adam. They instruct those they visit to possess and give them knowledge and power, which is often why humans let them in. You know, it's the reasons like, I know some shit. If you let me possess you, you'll be more powerful. You'll learn how to do this, right? The good news is a short time with Andras will give you the knowledge of every language in the world.
That's handy.
Right?
Yeah.
The bad news is he or she will only teach you the foulest and most offensive words in every language. If you think that's
still
cool,
pretty cool, actually.
Well, if you think that's cool, Adam, remember, those foul words include racial and ethnic slurs.
Ooh, yeah.
So pretty much no one would ever talk to you again. You get fired. It sounds like that bad. The only people that probably still love you would be your parents. So you don't want that, Adam.
Okay.
All right, we got Ranov. He's also a teacher, and reportedly instructs the person he inhabits about rhetoric and how the art of insinuating themselves into other people's good graces. He's the demon who wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Let's see.
That should make him seem horrible enough. But he's also the taker of old souls. So basically, anyone who's older and looking a little poorly is going with Ranov when he decides to leave.
I see.
So learn your rhetoric, but don't go near any old relatives, friends, or pets.
Okay.
Yes, he even kills pets.
Wow.
So basically, you let this guy possess you, or you get possessed by this guy. Yeah, you're gonna become friends with a lot of people, but anyone that's old, he takes off with him. So
That
anyone
is
old
stone cold
around you
Ranov.
starts dying.
Man.
All right, Adam.
Yep.
You gotta know who number one is.
The devil.
Number one demon. No, that's the devil. Number one demon.
Demon. I don't know.
Beelzebub motherfucking bub.
Oh, I thought he was a devil too.
No, he's a demon apparently.
Wow.
At least
okay.
in this list he is. Beelzebub. Top of the list is the big bad. That's right. Anyway, started in the early 1600s when a young nun named Madeleine de Demandol de la Palude wasn't having a good time. She was having fits, shouting obscenities, and making claims she had engaged in lewd sexual acts with demons and witches.
Man.
It was decided she was possessed by none other than Satan himself. Yeah, this is Satan.
Okay.
This is the devil. The devil himself, the king of demons. The possession spread through the nunnery with another woman suffering attacks as vicious as Madeleine's. The situation got worse and worse, and to calm everything down, they brought in Sebastian Micheli, the local Grand Inquisitor. Amazingly enough, this did not drive out Satan. But it did lead the girls to accuse a priest who had acted as a counselor to Madeleine when she'd first started acting strangely of being a witch and inciting her through his witchcraft and devil worship into committing lewd acts. Of course, this priest denied everything. The Inquisitors started a multi-year campaign against the priest, helped by the nuns, who mimed the sex acts they committed with the priest in front of him and the Inquisitor. The priest, after being baited, said sarcastically that if he were a witch, if he were a witch, he would give his soul to the devil. Sarcasm, Adam, is lost on the Inquisition. The priest was arrested, tortured, confessed, recanted, and then was tortured again, and confessed again. And he was tortured some more, and then burned to death.
Wow.
The girls
Pretty
went on to get
standard,
it.
really.
The girls in this nunnery went on to get a few other people burned at the stake before they were accused of witchcraft themselves, and then imprisoned.
Wow.
Much of this story is diabolical. So don't get possessed by the devil himself, because he just fucks everything up.
Yeah.
You know, he just makes everybody crazy, and then the Inquisition will murder everybody.
Yeah.
It's no good. Adam, what are the 5 best demons to get possessed by?
It's probably like one of Sloth. That's pretty awesome.
All right, Adam, let's talk about Azazel.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Azazel.
Azazel goes way back as a concept. The term scapegoat refers to the idea of a community's sins could symbolically be transferred to a goat, and the goat would be sent off in the wilderness.
Right.
Azazel was what the goat was being sent off to meet. Some thinks that he's a mistranslation and that Azazel works out to harsh and stony ground. Some people think he was the devil, not just a demon. But whatever he was, today he's a star. He's been in TV shows like Supernatural.
Yeah.
He's been in comic books like The Sandman.
Yeah.
He's been in movies like Fallen. He's all over the place.
Yeah.
Just imagine, you get possessed by Azazel, you're a fucking pop star demon.
Yeah.
You're in all the popular movies.
That's right.
All right, Adam.
Is
Ben
Baphomet-
Timalian.
Oh, what?
Ben Timalian. There's not much information on Ben Timalian. A demon who appears in Jewish mythology. So he's a Jewish demon. He possesses a princess, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, walks up to the princess and says, Ben Timalian, go! Ben Timalian, go! Ben Timalian goes. How did the princess's father, a mighty emperor, know to get this particular rabbi? The princess was calling the rabbi's name while she was possessed. After she was cured, her father allowed the anti-Jewish laws in his books to be torn up. Ben Timalian has, you say the name of the person who can drive him out, and then leaves your body fast, and the only lingering after effect is a marked decrease in anti-Semitism, Adam. Sounds like you might want to get possessed by this demon.
Yeah.
So you get possessed by Ben Timalian, right?
Yeah.
And the only thing you do when you're possessed is shout the person's name who can get him out from you.
Wow.
You know, you'd be like shouting the nearest, like, Catholic demonology church guy who can
Right.
do the ritual, or the rabbi, in this case, who can do the thing to get the demon out of you. And then after that, everyone's like, hey, man, these Jews know what they're doing. It works out.
Yeah.
All right, Adam. Andras.
Okay.
Andras gets in your head, right? Gives you advice on how to kill people.
Wow, that sounds not great.
Adam,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that's not useful. You know, that's useful.
Sure, I guess.
Also, in his corporeal form,
Uh-huh.
Andras has the head of the owl.
Uh-huh.
He's just an owl's head on a
Okay.
man's body. I like owls.
Sure. A little creepy, though.
Number 2, Asmodeus.
Wait, no, that's it?
Yeah, I like owls, man. He's riding a dog in the picture.
All right.
Andras,
I don't know if that's a great one still to get possessed by.
dude, you know how to kill people. Adam, what would you...
know how to kill people?
But if you did, think about it this way, right?
Yeah.
You could do anything you wanted. You kill with impunity, Adam.
I don't think that means you wouldn't get caught.
No, but you get caught, you can kill them. He gives you advice on how to kill them. Just kill everybody.
I don't think that would work out.
Well,
I think
we'll find
eventually
out.
you would be in a situation where that would be impossible.
All right, Adam. Number 2. This is the good shit right here.
Okay.
Asmodeus.
Oh, yeah.
He's the demon of carnal desire.
Wow.
So even if the possession gets bad, you're gonna have some good stories. You're gonna do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Asmodeus was a jealous demon. When he became enamored of one woman, he waited until her wedding night and slew her husband before they could consummate the marriage.
Ooh.
To be fair, the fact that 7 husbands in a row died this way shows that the woman had to have been pretty hot. Also, not very careful. Because if every husband you have
Yeah.
murdered the night you're married, and then a fucking demon has sex with you, you gotta know probably to tell the guy not to marry you.
Yeah, you'd think.
Let's see anyway. So, possession by Asmodeus would be a problem if he wasn't so tragically easy to defeat. Like, he's crazy, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be fucking everything and murdering everything. Just carnal desire. He's a beast.
Sure.
But, Adam, you wanna know how he was defeated?
How?
The 8th husband came, right? Put some fish guts on hot coals and the smoke alarmed Asmodeus so greatly that he fled to another country.
Wow, he left the country over
That's
some
right.
like, fish gut smoke?
That's fucking right. Asmodeus hates water and birds because they remind him of God. So when you get possessed, when you want out of possession, man, you just gotta go to the ocean, go to a bird sanctuary, or put some guts on coals.
Wow.
Get them right out. All right, Adam, we got another one. We got the last one.
Okay.
Belphegor.
All right.
This guy is awesome. You want to know why?
Sure.
His sacrificial offering is excrement.
Ugh.
So it's easy as hell to summon him. Take a dump, summon a demon.
Wow.
He's also a famous literary figure. He stars in the 1690 play by John Wilson titled Belphegor, The Marriage of the Devil. When demons get sick of hearing from the condemned men in hell, the only reason they're in hell is because their wives sent them there. Belphegor goes topside to prove that there is such a thing as happiness in marriage, and the damned men are just weak and sinful. So all the adulterers in hell are weak and sinful. He fails and has to wander the earth trying to find a happy marriage. Here's the thing. For some reason, Satan named him ambassador to France. And for some other reason, he's strongest in April. That means when you get possessed by him, you should take April off and travel to the capital of France so he can be an ambassador. Hey, you get a free trip to Paris in April.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? Belphegor should be called the demon of taking a trip to Paris. He's also the demon of sloth.
Oh,
So
nice.
while you're having your vacation in Paris, you're going to relax the whole time. And maybe try and make a happy marriage or find one. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a rom-com. Not possession. I would agree. That's the one I'd want to get possessed by. Go to France and find a happy marriage in April? That's like a Woody Allen movie.
Yeah.
You know, right there. All right, Adam. That's thanks IO9 for that article.
Yeah.
But the 5, I'll have a link to that article on the website. Just because you can see the hilarious photos of what these demons look like in the art, because they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
Particularly the owl. I wonder what Belphegor looked like. I don't know. Probably some fucking... Well, let's see here. Belphegor, who is the demon of going to France and finding a happy marriage. I don't know. What's that? Hugh Grant? Do you look like? What's going on here?
There's also a sloth. He's probably a little heavy.
Okay. So, like Louis C.K.
Yeah.
How about that?
Perfect.
Comedy, marriage. He's a nice guy. He's got kids. He goes to France. That's
Not
it.
super great at marriage. So.
Oh, yeah. But he's trying.
He's trying.
Trying to find happiness.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is Louis C.K. is currently being possessed by Belphegor.
Most likely.
We need to check out if Louis C.K. is
Although-
taking annual trips to France in
France, I don't know. He doesn't like checking his own.
April. But I don't know. What is he doing in April, Adam? Is he going to France every year? Is there a quick trip to France every April that we don't know about?
We should check.
We should check into this. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. That's it.
Okay.
About that. Louis C.K. is a
Possessed.
demon.
Yeah.
Adam, you got anything to say? I hear you're a fan.
Yeah, my fan is. Yeah. It's going. Well, did you hear about the fusion reactor news?
Did I hear about the fusion reactor news?
Yeah. Well, you know they're building like this one called ITER
Yeah.
in France or wherever. They had. I think I actually brought in an article on it before. Talked about it, how they're making quite a bit of progress in actual fusion power. Like for the first time, they had actually produced more power than they'd required. Although it was really hard to do.
It was not easy. So
No,
you're basically
not
telling
easy.
me that they've solved the law of thermodynamics?
Well, ITER is still not even like built yet. It's going to be.
Oh, okay. But theoretically,
Yeah, it's in 2019. But actually, recently there was a discovery made in the conductive coils they use for the torus part of the reactor, which is like a donut-shaped thing where they like heat up plasma and all that jazz.
yeah.
They used to use like these copper conduit things, and they are, I guess, actually kind of terrible at that. At like, you know, the properties they need for it. They found a better cable that is much smaller and works better. Like up to, I think they said like 9 or 10 times better.
Yeah.
They're actually thinking that within the next 5 years or so, you know, maybe, or even before ITER is finished, they might have a reactor going that is actually better, more efficient.
That's cool,
than
though,
what they're
Adam.
looking at.
That's the
Yeah.
future.
That's
We're all
what
going to
they
be
say.
in Google cars, running off the
Fusion
electrical
power.
grid, powered by fusion reactors.
Yeah.
We won't have to deal with pollution.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this shit, man.
And it's cool. It doesn't actually break the laws of thermodynamics because the energy from the fusion is all nuclear.
Yeah,
energy
yeah.
That's already stored
True.
in bonds. So,
True.
Yeah.
Circumvents it.
well, doesn't really circumvent it. It follows the rules. It's just stored energy, not.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have to follow that rule because it doesn't apply to nuclear.
It does.
Nuclear.
The laws of thermodynamics apply to like all
Nuclear.
Nuclear.
Which one is it?
nuclear.
Nuclear.
No, nuclear.
Nuke. I'm sorry. I only pronounce things the way GW did. Nuclear.
GWB.
Hey, man. That guy knows how to paint a dog.
Yeah,
Seen his dog paintings?
I have.
I love that. I love that all these other presidents, like, you know, I'm gonna go get a Peace Prize. Jimmy Carter, you know, all these other presidents do all this stuff, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna paint some dogs. I'm gonna hang out on my ranch, paint some dogs. These aren't half bad. All right, that's pretty cool. Good for him, I guess.
Carter's probably the best example, actually, because like most presidents afterwards haven't really done that much.
No, other than Bill Clinton stealthily trying to get Hillary to win the presidency.
I guess.
Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear
How
about
he was
anything
the one
he
that was.
specifically did.
Oh, he was apparently. What's his name? Donald Trump talked about this in an interview, but Bill Clinton really is the one that told him he should run for president. He was like talking about how he wanted to get interested in politics and get into it, and Bill Clinton was like, "Go for it, man! Like if you want to get into it, you know, you got to go for it."
Yeah.
It's like, and he's just like, "All right, this is great. I'll be back in the White House in 2016 because no one will vote for this man."
Or will they?
I really
God,
appreciate the.
He's leading the.
Okay, Adam.
GOP
Think about
stuff,
this though, Adam. If you're a
Yeah.
Republican candidate, would you be happy with a man who's confessed to be an atheist? That's a step.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also super not like religious freedom bullshit. You know, like he's all about business.
I'm about religious freedom.
Well, you're about not people using the excuse of religious freedom to oppress people,
That true.
which
That's
is
true
what a lot
as
of
well.
people's religious freedom excuse is.
That's true.
Like that lady who's not giving out marriage licenses
Right.
in whatever fucking state that is. It's okay. She's on vacation now.
Right.
The judge literally said, "It does not matter what you think. You are an elected official. You have to follow the law."
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't matter.
Your
no one's trying to
opinion,
stop her
it's-
from
it's
believing
literally
what she
what's
wants
it.
to believe.
You can
But
believe
when you're in a job, you have to do the job.
Yeah, you can believe what you want, like many other Americans do. You're not the only one, but the law is you have to do this.
Yeah.
That is your job, and if you can't do it, then you're going to have to be I don't know what happened. Impeached for not following your oath? Like,
Something like that.
that's how it
yeah.
works.
Just
Like,
plain fired.
yeah. Like, anyway, kind of ridiculous. I think that's it for this week. We'll
Yeah,
call
I think
it.
so.
Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week. Sorry about the weird delay in episodes.
Yeah.
I missed one, so this is going to be coming out like a week after we record it.
Is that I?
I was on vacation and moving. It's really ruined my schedule for editing. Anyway, all right, but we will catch you next week. Thanks for listening. Hopefully all my moving will go well. Adam will talk about his drive-through experience. I'll talk about my moving and my charter story that hopefully isn't a charter horror story, but we'll see. Because I'm worried because I want them to install the cable box on a different outlet than the modem.
That shouldn't be a problem.
I know, but I'm worried that I'm going to get some technicians like, no. I'm like, no. The router's going in the computer room.
Yeah.
The cable box is going in the living room. Because I want the router to connect to the computer via a wire.
The only thing that you might have, well, Comcast nowadays, not Charter, but they do this thing. We might have the issue where they run into it where the, for my mom and stepdad, the cable box is also like the modem and router.
Oh, I don't have that shit though.
Okay.
I have my own modem, so
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna be like, I have my own modem, so even if this is the modem and router, I know you can set up my modem.
Yeah.
Like the video and internet don't both have to be decoded. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I also marked that I marked that I didn't want a Wi-Fi router from them. So
yeah.
maybe I just want the cable. I mean, maybe the cable. I don't know. I don't think so. It would be weird. The DVR would also be that. Like
I think
cable.
theirs was just like a modem router combo.
I mean, that's not as big of a deal. I do have a 50-foot Ethernet cable, but I don't want to run that upstairs.
No,
you know what I
don't.
mean?
I don't like
It just
running mine
sucks. The
across
fucking
house.
PS4's wireless is so shitty.
I still use it primarily for. I mean, it works. It's
Still like weirdly spotty though.
It is. It's weird. It's really weird.
It's like out of
makes
every
me-
wireless thing I've ever run,
Yeah.
the PS4 is just like I think I know I've read that
I think it's
the
a firmware
PlayStation
thing
4
or
has
something.
had issues with the antenna in it not being great.
Oh, antenna.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So it's just bad.
I wouldn't have
Especially
thought
when
it'd
you
be the
keep it
antenna because
underneath
the
the TV, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows? All I know is that I have mine wired up through a hole that I put in the wall. Isn't that fucking crazy in this apartment, Adam?
Yeah.
That the fucking cable TV cable does not go into the living room? There's just an outlet that is unconnected?
Yeah, it's super weird.
Yep. I experienced that one firsthand. Trying to see if I could put the router out near the TV so I could plug in the fucking TV, and I was like, nope. So I just there's a hole in the closet of this place where the cable comes up from the basement,
Yeah.
and I just jammed the Ethernet cable through there, through the wall, through the hole in the other wall. Because it's just a hole in the wall, you know, like, they didn't really fucking do anything. So, yeah, that was easy.
Seems reasonable.
But I'm going to miss that, because now I might have to have my stuff in the living room wirelessly connected. Because there's no Ethernet jacks in the walls. You got to get that set up, man. Get Cat 5 in the walls, or
That
Cat
should
6.
be standard, you'd think.
Cat 6.
Yeah.
That's the future.
Yeah.
I don't know, though.
I don't even think Cat 6 is used for... Like, it's not really needed for much yet.
No, but I think doesn't Cat 6 carry, like, video as well? Like, it can be used for audio and video stuff, too?
Maybe.
I think it's super useful. I don't know.
I'm not
this
saying it's
is
not useful.
ridiculous.
I
We
don't
need
think
to
this-
stop recording.
Yeah, you're right.
Nobody gives a shit about
No.
Cat 6 cable.
No, you're right. They don't.
I'm looking up Cat 6 versus Cat 5, though. We'll talk about this off air. And if you wanted to listen to that, Adam,
Right in.
Write in. Where's the website?
borninthE80s.net.
That's right.
Contact us.
Contact us. And we'll get back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have our glorious Cat 6, Cat 5 discussion
Yeah,
system.
indeed.
All right, catch you next week. Bye.
But
Sounds good. What's up?
I think you know.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
I think you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know shit. I don't know shit about dick. All right, Adam. What topics did you bring?
Not much.
All right.
I was going to talk about the fusion reactor thing, but
What's that? I don't know what that is.
yeah, I don't have a story for it, but basically,
Well,
just
we'll get into it.
okay.
I got a bunch of like articles here, so we should be fine. We should be fine. Let me just load them up ahead of time. Adam.
Yep.
Adam Ham. King of the jungle. All across the line. Adam Ham. What's up?
No, nothing much.
You ready? Oh my god. God, my fucking hair is so dry right now. Sorry. Alright, Adam.
Yes.
181.
81. Mm-hmm.
Let's do this shit. Oh my god. Fucking chair. I hate this fucking piece of shit chair. Piece of shit computer. Piece of shit desk. Fucking shitting it up everywhere.
Yeah.
At least I can't hear your fan. Did you turn it off?
Nope.
It must just not be as bad in that room.
It'll start with a vengeance in a while.
What do you mean in a while?
I don't know. It's random.
What?
Oh, it's totally random. Yeah.
Totally random.
Yep.
That's it, right?
It's
It's tote rands.
tote rands.
Tote rands.
It's the most rands of tote.
Tote rands, man. What? What you chuckling at?
Your artistry.
I am a king.
I don't think that last one was actually very good.
It was abstract.
I don't think it was that abstract. I got a vibe
That's
from
like modern art I just drew
yeah,
there.
you think? Okay.
That's what I call it. I call it an ode to joy in the chord of D. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. There, I can hear it now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not hard to hear when it does get going, that's for sure.
Alright, we'll just wait for that to subside, and then we'll start. Man, I love Google's things. Alright.
Oh, God.
That's the last one. Alright.